How's it going, everybody? Just share everything on my socials. For some reason, I up start stream on my OBS and it didn't do anything. So, wonder what that was all about. How to restart the application. I hope everyone had a good day. I think we still have a few days left for this trial. I think they made some updates, so let's see. All right. So yeah, I've got a reflex. It's undocked because I don't have a dock. But I was mostly collecting items right now to build all of my stuff that I have right now, which I just remembered that I probably, yeah, my network node is offline, so I'm gonna need to add some power to that. um Let me just approach my field printer. Where is it actually? Oh, it's down here. Or actually, I need to interact with the refinery. Let's see what I have so far. That's not enough. Okay. So I do have plenty of fuel right now. Let's see what I have in here. Yeah, I'll need to power my network node again. Yeah, it's just like with what was it called? Um Dune Awakening, where you had to keep your power plants going essentially. So in this case, you need to keep your network node in power. I'll just mine a bunch from a comet and see if I can find a. Well, first I need to find the comets again. I think they're usually over here. And all this fuel is just going to be for that network node, since I'm already full with mine, so of my ship. Because what I want to do is be able to set up all of the other types of fuel that we have. Yeah. Approach that. So I see now that my autocannon is at 1. When you first set that up, it's not the case, so the UI doesn't update whenever you change the fitting. So I hope they're working on that and are taking care of it. think there's a ad break for those who haven't um subbed yet, so hey Vice WQ, thanks for the follow on Kick. Alright, try to approach this comment now. And you get within a distance to be able to lock onto it. There you go. Still quite a ways away, so much like EVE Online, gotta get within 15 kilometers for the mining laser to work. And I'll just fill up my inventory right now and fly back over to my network node location because I already have field items in there already. Oh, and welcome back everyone who joined from the ad. Hope everyone's having a good day. We're mining a comet. Alright. Let's add a little bit of power to that. I think that's enough. Whoops, wrong gun. Well, that just used up some ammo. At least I know the comet's not gonna attack me now. But yeah, once I did the fitting, that rearranged my numbers, so that's something to get used to now. Figure I had the resources, might as well get a gun. Yeah, from what someone mentioned in a previous stream, basically these dark areas are where you would find comets. So that's good to know. Yeah, let's see how far we are to filling up our inventory. We'll extract water from this and then make fuel for both my network node, and we'll split it up. We'll fill up what's left of my ship because I'll probably jump around multiple places, but mostly get the network node online again. Yeah, because that's what's gonna power up all of my tier 1 items. This area is relatively quiet usually. But then again, there's only 105 other people here, so mostly just leaving each other alone and trying to see what we could do with the game so far. Alright, I'll go to my field refinery here and jump to it. That's interesting, little markings showed up on there. Oh, am I getting scanned? What is that? Oh, yeah, they're scanning me. Shoot. Oh, there you go. What the heck? I didn't expect that. Oh yeah, these guys are still being built. Um, hmm. I was about to not do much from that. All right. Oh, I need to refine this first. Put that in field storage. Drop all that off. 24 runs. Yeah, so now ships are camping the jump point areas. That's new because they want to make things interesting. But yeah, that's why it's a good thing to have um your whatchamacallit, your assemblies right here so you could always access them. Almost done with that. Yeah. So that used up everything. Put this into field storage and this. Take that. Yeah, convert it to fuel. 9 runs. I can make 2 of these, right? So I already maxed out last time, so I could deposit this and then um, make some more. I'll drop this off at my ship, deposit the rest, and then start again. And network node. Interact with that. Oh, here. There you go. So that'll give me 2 days. And start. So it still says offline, but yeah, I'd have to switch that over a bit. Okay, so That's all I have. I'll drop that off into field storage again. This I'll put in my ship again. And, well, it'd be okay to add that in, add more in there. Online generating energy. So mini printer. Well, it says offline right now, but now that it's generating energy, I should be able to use it. Oh. Schema. Okay. Oh, weird. Server error. We'll figure that out. Okay, so now it says online. Now the mini printer says online. So I think that UI just didn't update. To figure that one out. But yeah, we'll just move on to what we were focusing on here with the mini berth. Okay. So I needed reinforced alloys. Need to remember how to make those. Oh, so I needed, yeah, where was that? Nope, not this one. This one. Right near me. Reinforced alloys. Reinforced alloys. Where was it? Okay. Salvage materials or... Well, let's see what this one does. Okay, so that's nickel iron veins and feldspar crystal shards. Which, I don't have that many. Let's see the field printer. Right. So this, yeah, I'll need to get slag then. See if I can plug these in. No, I don't have enough. So, all right. Draw. Draw. And withdraw. Let's see. Yeah, I think I need slag. It wouldn't be here, it'd be in the refinery again. Get out of there. Yeah, slag ore to get palladium. Okay. So yeah, let's see. Not that view. This view. Derelicts, stones, drift. Yeah, let's buy the stones and see what's over here. Almost flew right into stones. All right, so far so good. Just need to find... There you are. So we got some slag here. Approach it. And may need to do a few runs to get enough palladium out of that. But we'll see. I think we got enough momentum to keep going. Or maybe not. Oh, wait for it to recharge though. It does look like I'm not moving, but the numbers are going down, so maybe it's just a little bit. I would have thought, you know, I had enough momentum to keep going, but I guess not. All right. There you go. And now I need to slow down completely. Alright, let's look at my inventory again. There'll be another ad in a minute, so hang tight. We'll just continue mining and then get back to our refinery. I did see you can make turrets for the base too, so maybe at some point I'll need to do that. Alright, for those at Twitch, ad is coming up in 10 seconds, so we'll see you in a bit. Okay. Yeah, warp back here. Well, we still have some hydrated sulfide matrix, so let's deposit that too. We'll withdraw that. And then, oh, there it is, platinum. From the ship, and we'll turn that into what we need. Since it's my full cargo hold of ore, we'll get a good number of runs out of that. Oh, welcome everyone that's joining on YouTube as well. Hope everyone has been seeing trailers and stuff. There's a trial going on for Eve Frontier if you're interested. Yep, so once we finish up these runs, hopefully I have enough palladium to make what I need, the alloys, so I can finish up the berth. And that'll hopefully allow me to make some more ships. I basically went into this cold, so I was really just figuring out what to actually play with this, how the gameplay was. It's different from EVE Online, really. So it's just good to try out something new. All right, so I'll take the printer and let's see what we could deposit here. All right, we can start now. One run out of all that. Okay. Draw. Basically have to do this every time. And I'll withdraw that to the field storage as well. So let's find the berth. Mini berth. So now, got a few more here, and I can finish building it. Yeah, let's see what we could do with this. But like I said, I just saw that it was available and just went in blind. I don't know what we do with this. Do we build multiple ships? Do we send them out? Or is this really just I build a bunch of stuff? Yeah, so it looks like it'll take 2.5 minutes for that to build. In the meantime, let's see what else we can build here. So, got the mini printer, heavy printer, refinery. Yeah, so the refinery, I'll need to add some alloys in that too. The heavy refinery will require this building foam, which is next level type of material. I've got the mini berth for shuttles and corvettes. Okay. And then the berth is for frigates, destroyers, and cruisers. Heavy berth is for battleships and battle cruisers. Assembles material into end products like modules, sorry. And then relay establishes a connection to EveNet, allowing the purchase of data, thus enabling fabrication crude mining lenses. Yeah, I already have some storage in here. So hangars. I have a shelter already. Facility for storing shells and transferring between them. Include frigates. Okay. Hangar for sizes up to including battle cruisers. Yeah, so eventually it seems I'll get to the point where I can build ships. I'm guessing that's just ships that I can pilot, not like some sort of automation thing. But yeah, turrets, heavy turrets, mini turrets, okay. So turret and heavy turret requires that foam, and then I would use just the regular items for the mini turrets. This is a more interesting thing of setting up the gates. So I guess as I'm spreading out into different systems, I can lower the costs of that by creating these gates. So that sounds good. Yeah, and monolith. These are decorative structures. Set up my own items here. Primal tribe packs. Okay. So some stuff requires the use. I purchase a pack. I guess there's some lore behind that one. Okay. Is that finished building? Where is it? Oh, there you go. So let's interact with it. Online units, schema. I guess I would need to turn it on first. Transaction successful. So yeah, this ends up, yeah, server error, but this ends up saving it in the blockchain, it sounds like. Okay. So you've got a Karam, it's Corvette, Recurve. So Reflex is what I have right now. Reaver, Stride. Wend is what I had previously. A Strive stack. Wonder how I would get those. Okay, so it's the best one? No. Which I could sort by abilities. Karam seems like the biggest one, it seems. I can't get any info on it. Let's see. Yeah. So usually you would get like an info icon here, but I don't see it here. Oh, it's over here. It's not here, but it's here. That's funny. Hold shape for distance and solitude. Proportions are spare, stripped of anything. Not essential for crossing. Mass. Bracing layered over bracing. Housing reinforced beyond apparent need. Structure fitting spaces. Original geometry left hollow. Is it just... Well, hard points are a little higher. Volume is much bigger, so that's probably why. Or capacity. Wait, capacity is what I was looking at. Volume is just the space it takes. So the capacity is actually lower. More fittings at least. No, medium-sized ones. So we'll figure out what's the best thing to do there. But yeah, you don't see the usual ships that you would in Eve. I guess this is more because of the trial itself. All the faction stuff wasn't added yet. Okay. So for this one... Oh, I just have one in here. So I can get more slag, and then we can upgrade the refinery so that we can do more stuff with this. Let's see, back to... Is this where I went before, or is it... Yeah, it was this one. everything's in light minutes and light seconds. Which, yeah, that makes sense. Char and slag. I'll approach that. If we could get the refinery going, maybe I can create like a better fuel. So I got ingots, char, and slag. I wonder if one of those will provide some base material to create fuel. I know there's D2 fuel, so maybe I'll be able to make that. I gotta add in another 5 minutes, so just a heads up. Yeah, we'll just speed that up a bit. I think I'm okay with fuel right now before I have to head back and raid another comet. Hopefully if I have this hold on. Okay. All right. Hopefully if I have this refinery built, then I'll be able to see if there's something alternative to go into comets every time. And hopefully a better fuel that'll last a little longer. Because, yeah, it seems there's nowhere I would be able to find that here. This is where we wait and hope there aren't any ships around. Because I don't have a radar. I figure that might be some attachment I can add so that I could actually see what ships are around me. Yep. And then I'll go to the refinery again and then break down this platinum ore. Yeah, because I don't know what that sound is. Now, luckily it's starting to get warm here in Michigan, so hopefully it's doing the same where you are. Alright, let's get out of here. Skedaddle. Fly right through an asteroid. like that. Oh, I think there were some season premieres of some new shows recently. I remember the Darth Maul show was starting. I think The Boys started today, didn't it? Where's my stuff? Oh, it's up there. It's like a different position every time. Anyway, as long as I can interact with it, it's fine. Take all that, drop it off. Can I do it while I am? Oh, I can. Okay. So I could still add some more here. So I don't have to wait for all the runs to finish. As long as there's room, I could just keep depositing. Okay, almost half a minute until the ad pops up. I'm just gonna be sitting here waiting for this, so should be okay. Yeah, 3 more runs. Oh, did it stop? I guess I'll need to drop these off. Oh, or it probably just froze. All right. Okay. Control, do the field storage, field storage, field storage, field storage. Hey, Simbid FL. Yeah, no problem. Um, yeah, so it was a trial. There's only a few hundred people playing right now, and no one's streaming it. So I figure, hey, I mean, I'm learning about it, so makes sense to stream it. And yeah, you could join in and just watch how it is. There's a pretty long tutorial, but uh, you get the basic skills. If you played EVE Online, there's some stuff that's missing. But again, this is early development, so and thanks for the follow. Have you played EVE Online before, or and if you did, how long? And have you played like EVE Vanguard or any of the other sort of like extension games for it? Oh, okay. But have you heard of it and sort of like got like an understanding of like the world and stuff? Oh, sure. I just saw that. Okay, welcome back. um, I recently got affiliate, so I'm still getting used to the ads. But yeah, like I was saying, so if you got an idea of just the lore of the world of EVE Online in general, like it's a far off future, Earth is long gone, and it's basically, I think it's this a whole different galaxy just called Eden, and you just have these different factions of civilizations that pop up, and they use capsuleers, which is you, the player, who have ships and do different tasks for the different empires. So that's EVE Online in a nutshell. With EVE Frontier, it seems like you're just a brand new um, sort of like explorer, just getting your own little bit of space and then building your base and stuff. So that's what I just caught from the general gameplay of it. hmm What kind of games do you like to play? Okay, so I got 16 reinforced alloys, so that might be enough actually. Okay, sounds good. Do you like MMOs in general, or yeah, what kind of games do you like? Yeah. Oh, nice. I haven't played RuneScape. So I played Destiny, which is like an MMO FPS. Um, I've also played um Fallout 76, which is sort of like it's a Fallout game, but there's also other people, so that makes it an MMO. So, but I haven't played like I have back in high school. I had friends that played EverQuest and then moved over to World of Warcraft. I was more of a strategy gamer at that point, like Command and Conquer and StarCraft and stuff like that. Which so that's what got this me sort of interested in this, where I'm sort of playing as a ship, but I'm also building structures. So that got me interested here. So I think I have enough reinforced alloy to complete this refinery. So what's MC, by the way? That's probably something obvious, but it's not coming to me. Oh, Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah, I never see Minecraft as a MC, so it wasn't the first thing I was thinking of. I would think like WC, like Warcraft. Yep. Um, I think that's what really got me into EVE Online because it's a sci-fi space MMO. Um, and I don't know, the fantasy ones I never got really interested in. So, although also I played the Old Republic back in the day, so that was fun. So I that would be, I guess Star Wars would be more of a sci-fi fantasy. Yeah, how long have you been playing Minecraft? You have your own server that you set up? Yeah, with these 1.5 tier structures, they take a little longer to build. This one, I think I need this refinery to make the material to make this nursery. The building foam. But yeah, we'll see what sort of things I could build here. Yeah, like I said, this is a free trial right now, so it's still early development. There's 106 players total playing right now. So I thought, yeah, it probably makes sense to build some hype and see how it currently is. There is some UI stuff that still needs some work, so hopefully they're focused on that right now. While but the overall gameplay, it seems to be mostly fleshed out. I think much of this is like just base items from their engine, the same engine that they're using for EVE Online. And I think you could also, you can, if you have a lot of resources in your corporation, you can build structures there too. In this case, this seems like, this would be the main thing with that game. I didn't play any of the earlier free trials, at least not for Frontier. I have played Vanguard, because I had a subscription to EVE Online at the time, so you get to access Vanguard for free. So that was pretty interesting because that's an FPS, and I thought the idea was you would play Vanguard and that would tie into contracts or moving items up to space for capsuleers in EVE Online. So Or maybe that was something else that did that. I don't recall. All right, online unit. And that's the funny thing that I've noticed with this game is it's using the blockchain to sort of like save the position and where your assets are. That's the explanation of the hash marks over here. Okay, so all right, so I would convert D2 fuel into salt, but how do I make D2 fuel? Feldspar crystals. Okay. I don't know how this is different from the other refinery. I'll have to check with this in the field one. Maybe it outputs more. All right, hydrocarbon residue. Oh, so you could break that up into sulfide grains and tholin aggregates, because I got a bunch of this just left over from other jobs. So now I can break that down even further. Platinum group veins and nickel iron veins. So that's what the iron rich nodules will do. So I have those left over from the previous jobs as well. Silica grains, I get a lot of silica grains. Okay, so I can make crystal shards from that and silicon dust. And then with the crystals... Wait. Yeah, let's check what I already have here. Yeah, so sulfide grains, tholin aggregates. Yeah, so much of the stuff that is in my my mini printer, all the requirements there, it seems like the minerals that I have as outputs for the other stuff can be broken down further. Okay, so I do have enough for D1 fuel here. That's interesting. Maybe it is more efficient and it could create more fuel. Yeah. I'll just add that to my reflex. Reflex is my my ship. Now I want to see if any of the requirements or stuff like that require the base items, because I think with the field printer, yeah, I would need the silica grains and the iron rich nodules and palladium to make reinforced alloys. But if those could be broken down further to make other items, then I can go ahead and do that. So it's a matter of what do I need here. Oh, in another 5 minutes, there'll be another ad. I Yeah, because I guess it's because I'm relatively new. The number of ads will be pretty frequent. Um, so I may need to adjust that and see, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. So you've got these field items, field printer, field storage, and field refinery, which doesn't require the network node here. The network node requires some power, and then anything near it will just get power from the network node for the mini berth and the refinery and the nursery and the mini printer. So let's look at what I can build with the mini printer. So building foam, I will need reinforced alloys, carbon weave, and thermal composites to build that. Tholin aggregates, I could use that to build that. Okay. So, and also it looks like I need to look for these stacks. these slices and then combine them into a stack, which I could use to when I'm building ships. Now, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Now, here's a question. Where do I find salt? It just says salt in here. I imagine in the final game it'll be a little more descriptive, but I've actually found like placeholder text and stuff here. And the market is closed. There's nothing in there right now. I imagine they're still working on that too. So I'll have to figure out where to find salt. Do I produce salt or do I mine it somewhere? So that's a question. Yeah, and here, to get a still kernel, I need brine and tholin nodules. Yeah, so synthetic mining lens, I'll need silica grains. Although this is an interesting thing, is for all the byproducts that I create, I could also use that to make the same outputs that I make in other items. So that's good. So there is still ways of using the items that I've broken down. Like right here in the refinery. Yeah, I've got no items here right now. Okay. Fine young crude matter. Tight weaves of energetic currents tangle and dissipate beneath the surface. Deeper, they merge so seamlessly as appear singular in nature, concealed in true chaos seething within. Hue surrounding the matter subtly reflects its hidden truth, oscillating wildly between waveforms. It is chaos which offers potential, enticing all who might stumble upon its power. So tempting is the possibility that risks may be easily ignored. I wonder if there's some that has to do somewhere in the story. That doesn't sound like something I mine. But it's nice that we could recycle the mummified clones into water. Salvage materials, guess you'd have to go to the derelicts to find that. Same thing. Find old crude matter. Find young crude matter. Okay. So right now, I guess it's still water ice to D1 fuel right now. Until I could find the source of those items to refine the D2 fuel. Okay, so actually, yeah, let me compare this. Do 75 to 75. Do 75 to 75. So it's the same. The type of refinery doesn't matter. Okay. And then this, yeah, I'll need building foam. That's gonna require a lot of stuff. Let's see what else I could build. So I've got these items. Industry. Got the nursery. Okay, synthetic shells. That's what makes it what it makes. Excuse me. All these require the building items. Refinery, heavy refinery. Hey, welcome back. So I see a relay and an assembler, so I'm going to just add those in here. Say I'll have to be outside of the circle of my relay. Um, as for hangers, yeah, that the nest requires that building material as well. Defense, everything requires reinforced alloys, carbon weave, and thermal composites. So even when you're making the foam materials, they'll still require that. I wonder if at some point this whole process gets automated so that you're always just churning out that building material. That's something to figure out. All right, so where is it? Up here. So now we got these two. And I'll plug in what I can. Oh, I got plenty of printed circuits. The 10, 5, 20. What about this one? 6, 6, 6. Okay. I can work with that. And then, yeah, that works out. And I'll just put the rest in here. So let's see what this does. Well, let's actually see. How much time I have in here. 4 days. That's very good. The relay is being built. Okay, so it's now giving me a graph of what's being produced and what is being used. So I guess I could start adding a lot of items in here as long as I have the capacity. All right, relay. Uh, hmm. Interesting. So I could purchase this. Put that online. I'm just gonna put them all online. There you go. It, yeah, I guess they're fixing the server error issues. So price per unit 0. Oh, price per. Well, yeah, I don't have any locks, but so let's see if there's anything I could sell. Do I have feral data? I guess I'll have to look for that out in the reaches. It's funny, I could just add whatever amount I want and doesn't restrict it by how much I actually have. That's good to know. So I'll need carbon weaves, printed circuits, and reinforced alloys. Let's look at this. Oh, so salvage materials I can get one of each from that. So how do I get salvage materials? Salvage materials. Great. Yeah, crystal shards, feldspar crystal shards. Sophogon. To create fuel with that. Organics. Aromatic carbon weave. Okay, so soot is where you get the organics. Primitive Kerrigan matrix. And Tholen nodules. Yeah, let's see what Yeah, these I would use for construction still. And this residue I think is still used in other stuff. We'll hold off on using that just yet. Oh, the printer. Let's see what I can build with it. Nope, not that. Okay, so the printers. Okay, thermal composite silicon dust, Tholen aggregates, and feldspar crystals. Now, let's see. Not that one. The field printer. Yeah. The carbon weave, hydrocarbon residue. Okay. Okay. Hydrocarbon residue and silicon grains to make printed circuits. I'll deposit those. And I don't need that much, actually. Let me withdraw from that. Deposit. One run of that. There. Okay. Now going back to this. Drop. Okay. I need 2 more of those. um, 1, 2. Okay. Oh, and leave this open, so that's convenient. That'll take care of that. Then the carbon weave. Well, let's go back to. Well, the reinforced alloys. That I'll need a bunch of stuff for that. The carbon weave. We'll focus on that one. Okay. Actually, how many do I need? I need 8. It says 14. Deposit. Wait, that's not right. The whole thing for just one? Oh. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Each run is okay. 14. Got it. All right, then I think we're good with that one. And then reinforced alloys. Let's see here. Wait, here. What we can make with reinforced alloys. Nickel iron veins, feldspar crystal shards. Okay. For this one, we go back to that previous one we had here, the palladium. All right. So we won't get palladium, silica grains, and iron-rich nodules. Let's go back here and see how we can break that up. Stolen aggregates, feldspar, silicon dust. Yeah. Now it gets to the point of just trying to keep track of everything here. Yeah, still need a bunch of these just to make 10 building foam also. Yeah, so little iron veins from nickel iron veins commonly refined from platinum palladium matrix. And then feldspar crystal shards. And that's to make 14 of these. So the other one makes 8 of those. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Feldspar crystal shards. Let's see what I could refine. Iron-rich nodules can create nickel iron veins as well. Let's try just destroying all of this. Yeah. That only gave me 50. Cool. Oh wait, no, it's 28 runs. So 28 times 50. Okay. Now let's see how much that actually is going to be. Well, we're getting close to an ad break anyway, so we'll just sit here. Don't worry, you're not going to miss anything. So at least with the silicon dust, we're getting 350, 1500. Okay. Might just make that. We're making use of the waste product that we have right now. Getting new items. Because I did a lot of mining, so this is popping up. Welcome back, everyone, on Twitch. Um, just a reminder, if you want to avoid the ads, you can subscribe as well. And if you have Amazon or Twitch Prime, you'll get a free sub every month that you could use on your favorite streamer. But yeah, we're still going. We actually are just now finishing up the jobs here. I think we'll actually get enough. Yeah, we'll get 1500 feldspar crystal shards. I think that's what we needed to where was it? To refine into reinforced alloys. Okay, yeah. So that will be for 14 reinforced alloys. Now we need nickel iron veins. Let's see how much we could get with that. So that would be right here with the iron rich nodules. Oh, I need to move these over and withdraw that as well. Okay, iron rich nodules. Let's deposit that. Well, we have, that's 110 runs. Yeah, I think we'll have enough. Let's get going with that. And the idea is we're building an assembler that'll allow us to build some more items that we'll need. And maybe some of these will lead to more of those unusual items that I see in the menu that are used to make different types of fuel, or maybe even be the building blocks to make different ships. So we'll see. Well, we won't just like stare at that, so I'll see what else we could do while we wait. But yeah, the assembler, I think we'll have more than enough to fill that in with the reinforced alloys. Let's see. And for those who didn't see before, we have this network node that I have to keep fueled, and these main structures. This one I'll need some was it building foam that requires a lot more of those items that are needed for this. So I'm gonna build these beforehand, and maybe they will help me get the materials I need to build the blocks for this. And since this is early development, a lot of these don't even have well-defined descriptions to them. So this is more of just testing out the gameplay, seeing if there's any weird issues or hiccups. There's mostly UI things that seem to be unfinished, so likely they'll keep working on that and finish it up. And maybe at some point, we'll have some more stuff that we can see in here later, in maybe the next trial that comes up. Yep. And overall, I'm good on fuel here. Let's look at the network module. So I have 4 days um, of fuel in here right now, so that should be good. I think with this fuel I have located in here right now, I'll plug that into my own ship, which doesn't add much, but um, if I'm gonna hop between my multiple storages and move whatever I have in there into this storage, because it sounds like I'll have a use for it with these other structures, um, then yeah, I'll need some more fuel in here. Okay. Forced alloys. Let's look at the refinery. Look for it. Yeah, 87. Okay, so I think I have more than enough here. Let's put that in the field storage. And then the printer should be able to have enough. Let's drop that in. And that should be enough for 14. I might be able to have enough to make another set if I need to, which I probably need a bit more than that. I think 4 more. If I could plug that in, I guess not. I won't have enough crystals. Let's withdraw that. Yeah, we'll drop that in. So we need 4 more actually. Okay. So it didn't exactly get all of it there. Don't have enough to make the smaller amount. I don't have any salvage materials. Okay. What do I have in the refuge right now? I don't have any other ships. That's where my ships will go. And if I end up dying, I'll just end up there. Field printer. So I don't think I have enough here. That's to make 8. I could just head out and get some more slag that I could refine. I'll have to do multiple jobs in order to do that, though, so we'll see. While I'm waiting for the rest of that stuff to get converted, just head over here. Did it not do that? Oh, there you go. Now it's moving. Yeah, there's probably some cleanup left to do with making that a little more refined in terms of the animation and sound effects. So I'll lock into that and approach. How's everyone's day going? Just the life of a miner and builder. Yeah, and if I end up changing these modules and fittings at all, I would have to restart the game for it to show up in my UI. So that's a bug that they'll end up having to fix eventually. Wait until my inventory is filled up. Because at least with your with the wind, I think it's a little less capacity than this, but with the reflex as you hop over to a different system and start building your base, it has a good amount of volume in it, the storage. So that's good at least, because you're going to be doing a lot of mining and basically breaking down large amounts of mass into tiny little items that you need. And then you have to do it over and over again. Luckily, I don't have to do more than maybe 2 or 3 times. The palladium is where it really gets sticky, because that's a little less frequent with this type of this ore. And it heads up another 5 minutes until the next ad. I may need to adjust that at some point. But, well, we'll figure that out for the next stream. Okay, I think there was a little bit left. Yeah, there we go. Where's my storage? Okay. So that. It'd be cool if in the future I could just tractor asteroids wherever I need to go. I would like to get a good source of comets. Okay. Which one would take care of that? It's a field refinery. We'll drop that off and just start refining. I think I still have some stuff in the ship in the field storage. There you go. That should be everything. So 21 runs for that, but these are fast runs, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, because you only you get 8 silica grains, iron-rich nodules, you get 15, but you only get 4 palladium. So you have to get a lot of these matrices to get the amount you want. And it looks like occasionally it just freezes like that. Oh, I think maybe it's the network. Oh, maybe not. So with that, likely I'll have enough and I can just go through the field printer and just get 8 more of that alloy so that I can complete that assembler. And then we'll see what we can build from there. Okay, I think that was it. I would like a button to just withdraw all to one location, but you'll have to go through this. All right. And then pick the field printer. Drop all that off. See if I have enough palladium. I think that, yeah, that's enough. For one run. Mine all that for one run of reinforced alloys. Okay. Draw all that. At least with this stuff I can break it down now. I'll have a little bit of palladium. Now, onto the assembler. I can drop that in. That'll take 3 minutes to build. Let's look at my mini printer. No, it's the refinery. Yeah, that's still going. Wow, I'm gonna have a lot of that nickel iron vein stuff. So that would explain why the numbers are so big with that. And platinum group veins. And I still have, yeah, 305 in here. So it's not, I still have 305 in here, so it's not going through all of my iron-rich nodules, because it seems like some stuff will need that. Yeah. Okay, approach it. There we go. At least move within eye level of these structures. There you go. Yep, so give it another minute and a half. I'm just looking at the when the ad break ends and when this finished assembling. It's around the same amount of time. Welcome back. So yeah, this finished assembling just right as the ad break ended. So let's see what's in here. Offline right now, so we'll set that up. It has a location now. Okay, so adaptive nanatic armor weave. So I could just get thermal composites and create that. Um, so you got flex armor hardener level 3. So if I have a still kernel, I can create that. So that's what those are that I would create in the printer. So this is just to assemble stuff for my ship, different modules. Okay, so I have Afterburner. So this is the sequel of that, and that requires some of these other items, which relatively attainable. I did see I did have the materials to make the still kernel. So I guess I'll need those for each of these higher level stuff. Shield generator. Okay, I'll need I'll need these items to make that. Shield generator, base autocannon, coil guns. So I have plenty of these platinum group veins now that I'm assembling. Plasma, nice. A howitzer. Bulk armor plating. Yeah, so anything I guess I need to, really help out with my ship, I can just plug everything in here. Coated armor plates. And a lot of this stuff I just have, I could just have base items to create them. Yeah, printed circuits, I can make those right now probably. So what's a crude extractor used for though? Cryogenic ejectors. EM field arrays, okay. Embark, I already have one of those. I wonder if I could break it up. Huh. Explo, electro, okay. Yeah, I just need printed circuits. Those, I could probably build a bunch of those. So it all comes down to making these base items and then making things for my ship. Kinetic field array. Large cutting lasers. Okay. Oh, so I could use that to make a... Alright, cool. So leap is another... I guess that's a even bigger type of warp accelerator. Lunge sounds like the next level of that. Medium cutting laser. Nimble armor plates. Hmm. Sojourn is what I have right now. That's the engine that allows me to jump. Stasis nets. Okay. in next levels of those. This is the armor repair unit. Crude engines. Shield hardener. So I guess as I start looking to building um, different higher level ships, I'll have more module um, hard points and soft points to add these in. Warp Entangler. These even do. Yeah, they should have a. Well, actually, I would have to select it, I think. Oh, here. Wait, no. They don't. Oh, now it appears. Momentarily prevent a ship from warping. Okay. So this is if I run into a ship and I need to, pirate them. What's his energy lance? Can't just say energy lance and not give a description. So I guess we'll have to find out later what that is. So under here, under fittings, where is it? So I have a hull repair and a hop. I don't have a low slot. And I have 2 mid slots available. Browse inventory. No, that's just my ammo. Defense. Hard points, hull, shield. I guess this would give more of information about where to put these. Okay, so bulky armor plates would go here. I can make armor plates and put them in there, but the armor weave would go here in the mid slots. Engineering equipment, heat management, engines, hull repair. That's what I have over here. Armor plates. Okay. Interdiction. So the stasis net, where would that go? Oh, that would go in the midpoints. Warp Entangler. And okay, so I can add a expandable cargo here. Now let's see what I can build here. I'll just plug in what I already have. Armor weave, afterburner. I already have an autocannon. Are these better or worse? Nimble armor plates. Okay. Reactive armor plates. What does that mean? Literally says placeholder on here. Okay. Hit point bonus. Yeah, reactive delay, volume. Okay. You know what? Let's just try it. Make one. That was quick. Oh wait, no, it's not quick. I have to wait 3 minutes for that. Alright, so we'll get to it eventually. In the meantime, let's see. Let's look at storage. Yeah, these require more than I have. We'll stick with the mini storage right now. How much capacity do I have in here? Oh, plenty. I do have one salvage material. Yeah. Draw. Field storage. Field storage. Field storage. Tholene. Silica dust. We'll hold off on that for now. But yeah, we're gonna have to go back and forth with our other field storage here. First, let's see what's in my current inventory. Nothing. All right, let's hop over then. I'm just trucking things along right now. This is my start area. Yeah. Let's warp nearby to that. Cargo. I do have a good amount of stuff in here that I'll probably want to keep over there. Yeah, this plat. You know what? The small stuff I'll take first. Learn my lesson. Drop all that in there. I think that's a low number. There you go. All right. And so that I'll need to drop off here. And then warp before I run into any of those ships from last time. Okay. And so I'll just drop that. Just all of this stuff. Should be able to break down some of this stuff too, but we'll see. We'll figure that out. Should I do it again? It should say over here if it's doing something. Oh well. Hopefully that's something that's going to be added. Okay, so that was completed. Reflex. Draw to the field storage. And same with this. Let me go back to fittings. And we'll add coming up, so I'll hold off. Reactive armor. Spring reactive armor online requires 10 power units only. 5 of the... Oh. Whoops. Okay. Power is a problem. I didn't mean to pull that. I'll put that into storage. Hmm. Welcome back. It would actually be nice if I had some sort of base stats in here instead of just the requirements. Maybe like a toggle. All right. So, binary, let's see if there was anything left in there. Nope. I think we're finished with that one. The printer? No. Other printer? No. Field refinery? No. Okay. Let's go back to the storage and see if we could clean up all we have over there. Because we'll want to use these refineries to break everything down. Oh, it is warping. It's just lost the ability to animate. I'll just pop up. And that's one of those little bugs that hopefully they stamp out in the final game. I think I'm kind of stuck here until that finishes. I may need to restart. We'll see. Just had to wait, I guess. Oh, weird. I am not where I need to go. Or maybe this needs to update in a bit. Well, thank you, Topol and Olander Zambra and Kick for the follow. Alright, so at this point, this is where it's gotten a little messed up. Oh, I guess I can wait a little bit because it's still, yeah, there. It's still loading everything, it seems. Okay. Now it looks like that worked. I'll drop that off. And then this. Okay. So got a lot of these, it seems. Let's go back to, wait. Yeah, here. Okay, now I think the animation's back at it now. I do like with my assemblies, I could just warp within 0 kilometers. Saves time. Alright, drop this off. And I may be able to make one more jump and then I'll need to get some ice, get some more fuel. And I think I would have just enough for maybe, well, we'll see. If anything, I could just warp back to this local refinery and get what I need. Drop that and drop that. Yep, I guess it is going to take a couple more runs. Where was it? Here. Yep, this is tedious stuff. We'll get out of the way and then we'll start refining some more and making some more stuff. Yeah, we'll have to see in the next jump if I need to pack up what I have or if I'll need to get some ice first. Okay, so drop all this. Yeah, let's stack all this. There you go. Cool. One more jump. Let's see how much fuel I have left after that. Yeah, that does take up a lot of fuel. So we'll do this. I'll go to the vestiges right now. Now that I'm in the zone, I can at least warp to that location. That's why I think I'll keep these places here in case I need to stay local to get water here. If I can't make a jump, then I could at least go to this local refinery with no problems. But that is the annoying part. I can't just favorite locations or where asteroids are. I have to go to the general point of interest and then keep looking for them. It's probably the same comet, too. And this is the reason as well. I have to burn through all of my energy just to get to this location so that it'll show up on the indicator will eventually show up for me. Yeah, like that. Okay, at least lock in right away. I still have to keep going. Wait for my capacitor to recharge, so. There you go. And now the UI is broken because it's not showing the amount I have left on that. Yeah, definitely something is caching here that it's not updating. It's just staying in in place how it is. So, oh, that's something for the dev team to figure out. All right, so we'll just load up and then head back to the refinery over here locally and make our fuel. Actually, I think I had some that I ended up shipping out, but never um refined it. But this is why it's a plus to have it where I can just right click and warp within 1 kilometer because I'm running out of fuel. So, so I could go directly to the refinery at that point. Okay, warp. That'll be the last of my fuel, really. I'll probably have plenty left actually, but yeah, warping within system, I guess it'd be like 5 fuel or something. All right, so let's interact with that. Um, hey, how's it going? How have you been? I'm doing all right. I'm doing this trial for um Eve Frontier. Ever play Eve Online? Same creators, same devs. Of course, it's still in early access, and they're still working on it. Just keep adding to this until I use up all of this ore and create enough water to create more fuel for me. But yeah, what have you been up to? What have you been playing? Oh yeah, and I got affiliate recently, so there's actually an ad coming up in 25 seconds. I'll just keep loading this. Okay, crawl to my ship. Same here, here. Oh, I'll put that in the field storage then. And I'll make water ice into fuel. welcome back. Um, where is that cluster? There it is. So I was able to crate fuel, and so I'm half a tank basically. So I wanted to actually get some more for safety. Because the more ore I get, the more stuff I end up having to put into storage while I'm getting more to get more fuel to pack all that stuff to send to my other base. So it's a vicious cycle. And as we're moving, I'll eventually get close enough to lock on to a comet and then mine some more. Basically just go until I run out of capacitor energy. And it'll eventually pop up. Yep, on cue. So I still have some momentum, so I'll eventually get there to the point where I can lock on. Beauty, what games you playing lately? Let's bump that up a little bit and turn it off when we get a little closer. Let's look at the inventory. Just waiting for that bar to fill up. Yeah, and once we refine that, that should be enough to get at least most of a tank. It's not going to be a full tank, but we'll see. Enough for a few jumps. It seems like the residue that I would get from refining that would be useful in other places. So it's good to have as much as you can. Just now realizing that tap 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 is the capacitor. I thought it was the targeting the entire time. Well, I'm using the wrong camera angle as well. Well, I guess I'm done with the tutorial, so there's nothing gonna be behind my camera this time. At least so be able to see this menu here. All right. Uh, warp to my refinery. A nice view of the ship as well. Go back to this selection. Drop off the everything in here and run it. Whatever's left over, keep putting it in. All it does is break down this bulk matrix into stuff that I need. What I could actually do is go near that comet and build storage as well as a refinery. And that'll just be my gas station at that point. Let's see. Withdraw to field storage. Field storage, field storage. And then use this. Drop that down and create fuel. Okay. Add that to my ship. That ran out, so I'll just apply that. Actually, that is a good idea. Let me take the... Well, I don't want to dismantle it. Let me see if I can build a new one. Okay, I just need feldspar crystals for that one. Good idea. Well, now that I have the fuel, let me go back to the storage. Oh, I got a good amount of water ice here. Oh, I guess I could do another run of water here. Interact. Yeah, there you go. to use up all of it. Okay, let's put that back in my ship and yeah, max out everything here. Okay. Now I'm kind of thinking, yeah, I should make another refinery. So feldspar is in char, I remember. Wait a minute. Let me double check that. Nope. Show info. Feldspar. Okay. Yeah. The approach. Another 3.5 minutes until the next ad. There you go. Oh, wait. They maneuver around. How'd that happen? Now I can't see it. Slag. I have to go around this big rock over here. Okay, char. $50. Okay. So then let me go back here, the outer vestiges, warp to it. All I need is a refinery. And I'll put it right next to the asteroid. So I see what they were doing now. So yeah, you basically have all 100 people basically that have something over here. It would save me some fuel if I could just have a field storage or refinery here. Why didn't I think of that? Alright, 37 seconds until the next ad. I think it starts a little later than that though. Hopefully no one attacks my stuff. Let's get relatively close. Welcome back. So yeah, I'm just gonna place this refinery here in the middle of nowhere, but near the comets. So that'll make things work out here. Uh, yeah, and there's not that many people playing, so hopefully no one's just being rude and destroying these things. Okay. So that's all right. So it's all right. Yeah, so I guess I'll need to go to the other one and remove it so I know which one to go to. Cool. So this is right near the oh, there's a dewdrop asteroid too. There's a bunch of asteroids here, but I have to fly through there in order to see where it is. Okay. Um yeah, cool. So I'll have this here. Let me go to the storage. I could just break up the other refinery. Although, this is also a good spot to get Char and Homer. Ingots, yeah, if I eventually need that. Hmm. All right, that's fine. I'll keep those for now. But yeah, how do I tell those apart? Okay, so if I have to warp to it, then binary. Or I'll change the other one. Oh, I can't set the name to it? Wait, can I do it? I have to go to it to set the name probably. All right. Base 1 refinery, I guess I could change this to. Okay. And field storage. I'll open that up and drop everything in here. Well, not everything, it seems. I'll go to this storage and jump. Yeah, the plan is now, if I need fuel, I'll just go directly to this refinery. uh, yeah, let's make sure there's no other ships around here. If I linger a little bit, one of them will pop up. That's cool, just rolling in and seeing the structure show up. Okay. So, well, I have this fuel on me, I'll just keep that on me for now, and yeah, let's see. I'll just keep applying. Yeah, that took up all of it. And then... oh, wait. So it doesn't even matter. It... I'd still have to go here and then find out which one to go to. It should retain the name. That's weird. Well, right now I just need to go to the storage. So this takes you to the planet nearby. The jumps. Okay. And then I'll take the rest of this stuff, however much I can carry. Oh, there's still a little bit I'll have left over. 24 left over. And alright, that's fine. I spent all of that time just making more fuel, so I'll handle that. Do another jump. It's always the reorientation where it's most uneasy. It's the same thing in EVE Online where you switch over to different jump gates and then usually you have some sort of immortality for a certain amount of time at least. Where's my... oh, they're up here. So open the cargo and I'll drop all that off. Stack all this. Yeah, we'll eventually want to go through and see what we could break down. The hydrocarbon ones I have a lot of. I can break that down. Yeah, might as well make another run. Let's jump again. Just because it's fun. And then, yeah, it says right there, base 1 refinery, but when I'm outside of the system, that naming disappears. If anyone in CCP is watching, make yourself known. We got feedback. All right, let's see. All right, so that's the last little bit. I'll just keep that in there. Now, do I want to break these down? The refuge, I don't think I'll need over here. The printer either. So I think I'll take this and dismantle it. And oh, here. So I'll take that and wasn't it? Okay, so I'll have some compound and stuff in there. And for the printer, I'll dismantle that too. Mainly this while the job is in progress. Oh, wait, do I have something in progress in here? No, I don't. Maybe it's just because I had that selected. Okay. Yeah. So I'll dismantle that. In progress. There is no job in progress. Alright, so we'll drop that off as well. Where is it? Oh. So the field printer. Where is that? Is it a crate somewhere? Actually, I don't know where that is. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I think that was it. There you go. All right, so that should disappear from my list now, but I guess we'll leave these here in case I need to come here for different types of stuff. But we'll head back to field storage in my other system. Okay, and storage. Yeah, there's some ship hanging out around here. There you go. All right, we'll take that stuff and drop it in here. Field storage, stack everything. And now we have stuff that we can break down into other items. So now it's updated here. So I just have the 2 refineries in the field storage. But I guess I had to leave in order for the list to update, which is interesting. Let's go to the refinery, pick a schema, and start breaking things down. So feldspar, I can drop that stuff in here. That's a quick one. hydrated sulfide. Yeah, this is the materials that were broken down from the ore. I'll take this ore already in here, drop that in, start. Think it got froze a bit. Hey, Alpha and Vespera, thanks for the follow on Kick. All right. Withdraw this, that, and that. And then, okay, this one can turn that into more fuel. This I'll actually put into the, whatchamacallit. Yeah, I'll drop that in here. See how that changes. All right. So, what I do with the printer? Yeah, now I can put a bunch of stuff in here. Oh, but I guess I don't have enough feldspar crystals to make that. Fair enough. Okay, so I don't have enough items here to make anything of worthwhile. Let's take the field refinery and see what we could do. Yeah, also welcome to everyone on YouTube and Kick as well. And yeah, thanks for the follows. So- And welcome back, everyone on Twitch. Yeah, so I guess I'll just go through everything I have in my consolidated into my inventory and start breaking everything down. So this, I guess I'll have leftovers. I'll drop this out. Oh, I just maxed out on the output, so I could still go. It looks like 3 more runs. That's something I might have missed last time. Maybe I had leftovers last time that I could have done in a run, but I may have filled up the output. All right, so I'll withdraw those. Yeah, we'll just keep going and see what what else we could build here. All right, so we have everything cleaned out there. Um, let's look at this refinery again. Okay. So the hydrocarbon stuff we can break down, but actually let's look at the... So we have the palladium. Let's look at the... No, the printer now. Let's see if we have enough to build anything here. The key is to build all of these items until we can't make any more. Because we could eventually use these to make the building blocks for the other structures. Yeah, we got 16 here, so that's good. So thermal composites, I think we should have enough for that too. Yeah, 3 runs. I think that's more than enough. This is a difference of like using this stuff as it is or breaking it down even further and using those smaller components to make the same thing. Oh, yeah, we should have enough, I think, to make some of those blocks now. I just need the other one. The printed circuits I'll be able to make too. But carbon weave, I want to make a few of those. Just enough for one run to make 14. Okay. Although I have 350, wondering why. What's that 350 mean then? All right, we'll just figure that out later. Okay, and yeah, the printed circuits. Let's see what we can make here. All right, enough for one run. We could make one printed circuit. So I'll need more hydrocarbon residue then, which means I'll have to go to the comets again. So it never ends. Which one made the... Let's go to the mini printer, it seems. Oh, also, did I add the fuel here? Not this one. This one. Yeah, I did. Okay, so we should be good until the next stream at least. I'm going to approach one of these so that I'm not looking up every single time. Although it does give a, not an overhead view, but an underhead view of all the structures. Okay. So that's not something I need to make. Where would I make blocks? Oh, building blocks. So how much do I have right now? 20, 17, 44. So still have a ways to go on building my first set of building blocks here. All right, I guess we'll just keep going with that. Let's look at the storage again. Stack that up. Anything like, so the nickel iron veins and the iron rich nodules I have a lot of, but these are more the lowest level stuff. I broke down a bunch of stuff to make that, to extract that, I mean. As for the ore itself, I have very little of it now. So I'll have to go find some more. Um, but yeah, that sounds like we'll call it from there. So double check when be the next time I could stream. So we'll try to do it again on Friday. It's still the 10th. Um, I'll try to see if I could do the 12th as well. I think that'll be end up being the last real day that you can play this for the trial. We'll see how far we can get and see if we could build some more out of this. But overall, I mean, it's definitely a grind. But I started out with not much here in the previous stream, so now I've got some fully formed items, and the idea is, I guess I'll clean up the previous, I mean, the older settlement, and now I'll have refineries and storage and more concentrated, on more focused places where I absolutely need them, and streamline my supply line essentially. All right, but thanks for watching, everybody, and thanks for the follows. Thanks for the interactions on here. Yeah, it's definitely fun having uh, a big audience, especially since this is not many people playing this, and even less people streaming it at any given time. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, do all the things. So yeah, I'll see you Friday. Um, Ideally, if everything looks good timing wise, and otherwise, I'll see you Sunday. And those are usually my longer streams. So, but yeah, hope you're intrigued by this game, and um, yeah, give EVE Online a shot as well. I spent a good number of years playing it too, and maybe I'll get back to it once this trial is over, or maybe there'll be another game that I'll end up playing. So if you like variety, I'll definitely bring a lot of variety. So, yep. Have a good night and see you later.